tonight we've got the lights down low, because it's time for a little kiss. A kiss of lemon, a kiss of lime, and oh, we will effervesce together. This feeling that we can only have one particular way as we lose our caps and explode into the world. All together rising into that wonderful state. Together as we push and thrust and push our way to the top, where we can finally explode together in that wonderful moment of release, when truly we understand what it is to bubble up. Hello, and welcome to the Soda Fiend. Tonight we're going to have a kiss of lemon and a kiss of lime, because Bubble Up promises just that, and has for nearly 100 years at this point, with only 1 year left to go. Created 1919 in Sandusky, Ohio, the lemon lime beverage that America knew as the bottled lemon lime, until 10 years later when 7-Up came along, and quite some time later when Coca-Cola finally booted Bubble Up out of its bottling network in favor of its own house creation, Sprite. But we're going to have a little taste of the classic here, America's first. The bubble, the up. What's in store as we crack and pour this classic beverage? Well, there's one thing we can say for sure, and that's that Bubble Up is a lemon lime soda beverage. It contains 42 grams of sugar for the 12-ounce bottle in the bottled variety, in the glass bottled variety, I should say. And I can't wait. The time is right. What can I do? I must have a taste. Bubble Up doesn't play it easy, though. Bubble Up requires an opener. And examining our bottle cap, we see that we can't see it at all currently. So, briefly, we'll just have to deal with a little bit of light to take a look at this delightful green creation, its red logo, fully painted, fully printed, all the ways you like it. Or maybe you don't. At any rate, it is a bottle cap. So, what is this mystery called Bubble Up? This mystery from the past that speaks to us with a voice simultaneously youthful and arcane. Well, having a whiff, I can tell you, Bubble Up smells very sweet indeed, with a lemon and lime scent, perhaps with lime taking a slight dominance, and a little sip reveals a powerful effervescence. This lemon-lime soda is not kidding about bubbles. Perhaps that's why it's right in the name. And these bubbles travel up. And, of course, up became synonymous with lemon-lime for a brief period, hence 7-Up and Upper 10. But today we're with the original. The one that's been with us all along. Even though maybe Bubble Up has quietly retreated to the background. It's not gone. It's still here today. And we're going to have a taste. And this taste reveals, indeed, that Bubble Up's predominant feature is its effervescence. This is not kidding about being a carbonated beverage at all. If you want something that's really going to pop in your mouth, this is the one. The lemon lime flavor is almost dominated by the carbonation. I wonder if the sweetness is merely there to counteract the bitter of the soda itself. There's a lot of presence in this beverage, but oddly enough, not a tremendous amount of flavor, although it seems like there would be. It's so dominated by the experience of the carbonation that the flavor is almost an afterthought. Let's try some with some ice. And perhaps muting the carbonation slightly with a bit of water will reveal more of the flavor of Bubble Up. Now, Bubble Up was part of the Coca-Cola bottling network until the creation of Sprite in 1961, and was the lemon lime beverage associated with that company. It's fairly forgotten now. Its advertising didn't really survive, and it was not from a day in which product placement in films and such was particularly strong. It did appear in the Family Jewels with Jerry Lewis, but only very briefly, and that's the only thing you can find casually on Wikipedia, really, that talks about it appearing in a film. Having a cup with some ice reveals a little more of the flavor, as I thought it might. It's lemon lime. The balance is reasonable. It tastes pretty much how you would expect a lemon lime to expect. The flavor might lean slightly toward lime, but not especially so. Again, I say the distinctive feature of Bubble Up is its carbonation level, which is extremely high. On the whole, I would say this is a worthwhile soda. If you're in the mood for a lemon lime and you want something with a little kick to it, Bubble Up might be what you're interested in. But certainly, I've enjoyed my experience here tonight. I'm going to recommend Bubble Up as a lemon lime soda. We'll encounter more as the Soda Fiend proceeds, and I'll be able to compare it more adequately to some of its descendants, such as 7-Up and Howdy, as well as the late-coming Sprite, and others. So, if you'll pardon us, I think I'm going to turn the lights out and continue my oral ministrations on this bottle of Bubble Up, which I am afraid it will not survive. Thank you very much, and good night.
Yeah, that's how the lady said she found a detective.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I see this so many times and I never get used to it. What kind of fiend could do such a thing?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, I don't know either. I never know till I see him. It's just, it was so bubbly, you know. It was so bubbly. Even at such an age. Must be 100 years old.
Not quite, sir.
I just can't stand the sight of it is all. These kids, they see these sodas and the bottles, and they just have their way with them and leave them empty in the gutter. Like they ain't worth a dime. Not a dime, I tell you. Well, technically, sir, I mean, we're not in Michigan.